Ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, we are back, and today we're opening some more of the first chapter, but this time we're doing it in Japanese. These showed up earlier today, and I can't wait to get into them, so without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it. I did pick these up from Max Illuminary. He and I have been talking quite a bit, and he had ordered himself a case of them, and he had a few that he was selling. And since I was already looking to buy some, and he had some that he was going to sell, I figured I would go ahead and buy them off of him, and he shipped them over very quickly. I ordered these from him, I think like 3 days ago, and they're already here. Maybe it might have been 4 actually. I mean, they showed up very quickly. He had them packaged very nicely, and if you're interested in buying some from him, he is selling more of them on eBay, and I will have a link to his eBay shop down below. And of course, both of us being small YouTube channels, things like that surely help out quite a lot. And oh my god, these are awesome. So if you haven't seen these opened before, they are a little different from the English variants of them, and I'll just kind of go over those as we go on. And first of all, the box, so much smaller. I wish that I had a sealed booster box in English just to show you the size difference, because they're significantly smaller, but there's a reason for that. So an English booster box has 24 packs in it, 12 cards apiece. And in these, we've got 16 packs with only 6 cards apiece. So we're going to go ahead and open them, and you'll see the difference in what they have inside as well. And they also open a little bit differently. So they have this little thing right here off to the side, which I'm not sure that I'm going to be a fan of to open them up. But then whenever we also get to what's inside, the contents are slightly different. So first, we're going to have 2 guaranteed commons, and then we've got either a common or an uncommon in this slot. Third slot will always be an uncommon, and then we'll have a rare or greater. In this case, we got a Mother Gothel super rare, and then we've got our foil, and we got Donald Duck, and oh my god, I'd heard that these foils look better. Well, better is maybe a bit too subjective, but they look different for sure. And I'll go ahead and say that as far as my preference goes, I do think that they look better. These are absolutely stunning, which all these cards are. And they definitely feel different. I don't think that I have any English cards sitting just right next to me at the moment. But yeah, they definitely feel different, but I like them. So, I picked up 3 of these boxes because I picked up 4. I'm keeping 1 sealed. But as I mentioned, there are fewer of these there are fewer booster packs in each box. And so there's about 8 English packs, or the equivalent of 8 English packs, in one of these Japanese packs. So I thought I would go ahead and open up 3, because that is essentially the same as opening. So you can see this one's got the 2 uncommons. It's essentially the same quantity as opening up an English booster box. So we got another super rare, we got Milan, and another uncommon. Good God, that is amazing. I don't know what they're doing differently with the foiling, but Ravensburger, if you're listening, do this with the English cards too, because my god, these look so incredible. Oh my god, that's awesome. I am really excited for these. I've been excited for them. Honestly, I've been not so patiently waiting for these to arrive since I ordered them from Mac, and I'm so glad that he got them over to me quickly, because I've really been looking forward to these, especially because I haven't got to open a whole lot of the first chapter on my own. And so I've been itching to open some first chapter in general. But, ooh, and we've got a foil legendary already. Who we got? Come on, Big Money Noise, join us. Okay, so we just pulled the best foil legendary that we possibly could out of this. Right on. That is awesome. Oh my god. I should have been more prepared. I don't have anything to put this in. So I'm just gonna leave her hanging out right here all by herself. God, that card is absolutely stunning. And I'm sorry for the for those of you that enjoy seeing the pricing in my videos. I'm not going to be doing the pricing on these just because I don't imagine that the Japanese variants are going to be the same price as the English ones, and I have yet to find somewhere that actually has the pricing separated for them. So I'm sorry about that. If I find something between the time that I'm actually filming this and the time that I'm editing, then of course that is subject to change. But as of right now, that is not the plan. So I greatly apologize for those of you that that do enjoy that. I like being able to do that for you guys, but I want to make sure that the prices are as accurate as they can be, and I just really don't know how similar they are in price. And without having that information, I don't want to be off base there, right? So, God, I can't believe that we pulled that, honestly. Like, I'm loving going through these. Like, it's so cool seeing them. Like, obviously, they're cards that I've seen before, right? But just seeing them, Maleficent. I've been looking for this card in English. But just seeing them, my God, I don't even remember where I was going. Just seeing them in Japanese, something about them. They're different. And yeah, oh my God. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really liking the Japanese cards. I'm digging these. Like, for one, I missed out on the first chapter. I didn't get into the game until Shimmering Skies, and so there are many cards in the earlier sets that I just haven't ever been able to get my hands on. And so I'm hoping to fill in the gaps here. I was really hoping to just pull any Rapunzel. Didn't expect to pull a foil one. But yeah, like Maleficent is actually one that I have been looking at getting because I just don't have a playset of her, and I need a playset. So since these are able to be used in the US for competitive play, just the same as the English variants, I might as well use them, right? They're significantly cheaper to open up, granted. As I've said before, it's always going to be better to buy singles, but I really enjoy opening packs. It seems like you guys really enjoy watching me open them. And it's just, the first chapter especially, I really did not get a whole lot of chance to open these up, and we've got another legendary. What is it? Hades! Solid. Okay. I do already have a playset of Hades, but very playable card. I'm glad that the two legendaries that I've pulled so far have not been like Gantu and Taka, because those are typically the two that I pull whenever I am opening the first chapter, because that is the kind of luck that I typically have. I'm kind of, as you can tell, not having a great time with words since opening up that Rapunzel. So I'm just gonna get past it now. But yeah, I've been wanting to open up some more first chapter anyway. I've been doing everything I can not to open up those blister bundles that I got from Target. And oh my God, so I thought that getting these Japanese boxes was going to be the best option for me, just because it's significantly cheaper than an English version, and with the English cards, anything I'm missing at this point, I'm just buying singles. If I buy any sealed first chapter product, I'm not opening it up. It's too expensive. It's not worth it. I'm just not opening it. So, ooh, let it go. that looks really pretty in Japanese. There we go. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I can get some playable cards for my collection. I am definitely going to have a lot of just random like commons and uncommons that I was missing from my collection, just because like I said, I haven't opened too much of this to begin with. But I am really curious just to see what the pull rates are like on these. Ooh, another super rare Taka. All right, and because I've seen kind of mixed reviews as far as the pull rates go. I've seen some people saying that like it's 1 legendary per box. I've seen some saying that it's 2. I haven't seen anybody pull an enchanted yet. Obviously, people have, but I haven't seen a video of anybody pulling one yet. So it'd be super cool to be able to do that myself. But I'm just not sure what the ratios are like on pulling enchanteds out of the Japanese just yet. So yeah, like I said, I really wish that there was a way to show you guys these foils accurately, because they just they don't seem the same like seeing them in a video as they do in person. I'm not really a big foil person anyway. I might have said it before, I'm not sure, but typically all my foil cards, unless they are enchanted or something that I just really like myself, they typically all go into my trade binder and I trade them away for other cards that I need, like for playing. But with these, I gotta say, I'm gonna be holding on to these, and I may actually play with some of these because they are just absolutely gorgeous. Like the art just pops in a way that it just quite doesn't with the English variants. And these packages I am not a fan of. I have made that determination. I am not a fan of the ripping down the side. I'm really afraid that I'm going to end up tearing up the cards. A sudden chill. I like it. So yeah, I may try opening these a little bit differently here in just a second. Another super rare. Ooh, Mickey Mouse Wayward Sorcerer. That's one of my favorite cards from the first chapter in general. Ooh, and our first foil rare. I don't remember what that card is called. I really wish that I could, but off the top of my head, not sure. So if you know what it is, just leave it in the comments down below, because yeah, I am not certain. And even though I just said like 2 seconds ago that I wasn't going to open the packs that way, here I am opening the packs that way. But yeah, I'm super excited. Like, I know I don't have a play set of this Peter Pan card. I can't say that I even own a single copy of that one, just because I've opened so little first chapter. Ooh, Flint Rider. But yeah, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to open a booster box of the first chapter for a while, and this felt like the perfect excuse to do it, because like I said, I'm not gonna buy any of the English first chapter, and I might actually do worse trying to open it up this way. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to ripping it this way. But yeah, I'm not gonna be opening any of the first chapter in English that I buy now, especially the booster boxes. I think whenever I checked earlier today, they were like $3.40 a pop. Ooh, Friends on the Other Side. Yeah, it's way too much. My pockets aren't deep like that. I can't be opening up $300 boxes to potentially pull like $20 worth of cards. It's just not. It's not in the cards for me. You know what I mean? Oh my god. But yeah, I'm very excited that I am able to get these Japanese cards. So I gotta ask, what do you guys think of the Japanese cards so far? If you've seen quite a few of them anyhow. I know I've been watching people open them up, because it definitely, even though they're the same cards, for some reason it just feels different. And I gotta say, even actually pulling them myself, ooh, Captain Hook, I know I don't have a place to him. It definitely feels different opening them up, almost like getting a new set again. Even though, again, same cards. They do the exact same thing. There's nothing different in that respect. But something about them, just, it feels like getting a new set. And doing it actually in person, getting to feel the cards, I understand what everybody was talking about now from the openings that I've seen whenever they've said that they feel different, and they are. They're noticeably different. I don't think, though, and I want to test this right now. I don't think that they're actually going to feel any different in a sleeve. So I don't know where that came from. So got this one sleeved up, and I'll just pull another sleeved card. Like just feeling them in a sleeve, there might be a little difference. I'll be honest. I think there is a slight difference, even with the sleeve on. So that may be a problem, but I don't know that it's really enough of a difference. The more that I handle them, the less of a difference there seems to be. But I don't know. I'm still going to play with them. They're legal. I might as well. Like I said, I'm missing so many cards from this set. It's a big part of the reason why I got these to begin with. Like I said, between that and the fact that I just wanted to open some. Really, if I'm being completely honest, I've been itching to open some of the first chapter, and I've got a decent amount of it, but I can't bring myself, with as much as they cost, to open the English ones. So I had to get some of these Japanese. I just had to, and I'm not even a little bit upset that I did right now. And it doesn't even have anything to do with pulling the Rapunzel almost immediately. I'm really glad that I did it in general, especially because these foils are gorgeous. And I don't really collect the English foils, but I'm definitely going to be collecting the Japanese foils. Which is kind of a problem for me, honestly. I didn't need another thing to collect. But here I am. So, look out, wallet. You're in for a hurtin'. Because, yeah, these are absolutely amazing. They're gorgeous. Jafar. I'm really hoping that I can... these, I don't care about having play sets of the foils. I'm just going to want single copies of them. But so I'm hoping that I can, by the end of this booster box, have a good deal of them. Not too many dupes, but I'm sure I'll be able to find somebody out there to trade with, and eventually I'll be able to just buy the ones that I'm missing, because you should buy singles. That's the smart thing to do. Ooh, Stitch. He's so pretty. So yeah, I'm not going to be ripping a whole lot more of this, I don't think, unless I just get an itch to, which I might. So I'm not going to commit to not doing it more. Ooh, see, this is one of the problematic ones that feels like it really wants to rip a weird way. So we're going to see if we can, yeah, there we go. Kind of rip the top of it and just maybe make it look like a toddler got a hold of it. Yeah, that's the perfect strategy. Nobody will suspect a thing. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I may end up... I tell myself one thing and then I tell myself the other. I say I'm not going to rip more, but the more I think about it, the more I really want to rip more of this. Ooh, the funnel. And I really can't explain to you why that is. But something about ripping these specifically is so different. And it may just be because, like I said, it feels like a new set, even though it's not. Because I'm always really excited to rip new cards. Like whenever Azurite Sea came out, I could not wait to get my hands on it, get it open. As soon as I got home from the pre-release event, I immediately went to opening it up. I wasted no time whatsoever. I was up very late that night just because I had to make sure that that I could rip it as soon as possible. I've been waiting for it and waiting for it, and I'd waited all I cared to. So, yeah, that's... I even told myself whenever whenever I got these that if I pull an enchanted, I'm just not going to open any more of them. But, ooh, there's another legendary. Now, I'm going to finish what I was saying. Now I'm not so sure. If I pull an enchanted, I'm probably still going to open these just because they're so pretty. Beast. And Yzma. Alright. I don't know that I've ever actually seen this beast before. That's what I'm telling you. With as little of the first chapter as I've opened, it really does feel like a new set to me, because for the most part, whenever it comes to the first chapter, the only cards I'm really familiar with are ones that are meta relevant. And the ones that have been meta relevant in the last 2 sets specifically. So anything that hasn't been like super playable in the last couple of sets, other than the handful of cards that I've pulled from the small amount of English first chapter that I opened, they're basically brand new cards for me. Oh, that one looks sick. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. If you can tell, I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you have, make sure that you are doing all the things, pressing the like button, leaving a comment, Rheumatologist, subscribing, of course, because with being a small YouTube channel, all the interactions help a ton. Get my videos out to more people like yourself that might actually enjoy them, and I really enjoy interacting with you guys. So, we all win. So, are you guys going to get any of these? I gotta know. I think you should probably get some, at least. Maybe, even if it's just one box. They're cheap enough that they're worth ripping at least one box just to see them. And just really get an idea of how different they feel. Because they're different. And they're different in a good way. And I feel like I've been talking about that the whole time, and it's really hard to explain just exactly why they feel better. And I really wish that I spoke Japanese just so I could fully appreciate them, but unfortunately I don't. So at least I can enjoy the art, and I can make use of the cards that are playable that I do not already have. And honestly, some of them that I do have, because I may end up playing my Japanese Hades instead of my English one, just because I really like it. I know what the card does, and that's the important thing. Now, if I didn't know, if I have some cards that I don't know what they do, I'm not going to be playing them, because I don't want to have to constantly try and look back and see what they do. Ooh, be prepared. Solid pull. And, another foil legendary. Let's see, what is it? A foil Hades! That is awesome. So we got 2 foil legendaries so far. 2 very playable foil legendaries, I might add. That is awesome. Okay, so yeah, my foil legendary words are hard, especially whenever I get this excited. Yeah, the foil Japanese Hades may see some playtime, although he may see some grading, and he may go on a shelf, because good God, I love the way that card looks. There's the Flynn Rider that we got earlier. No touchy. Ooh, develop your brain. Yeah, Hades is one of my favorite villains anyway. I was really hoping that he was actually going to be the villain for set 8, just because of some flavor text that was there in set 4. I don't remember exactly what it said. I'm sure some of you may, but it was something along the lines of while Ursula has them distracted, it'll be a perfect time for me to plot. And so I really thought, with the way that Ravensburger likes to put little Easter eggs in the... I don't know if you saw it or not, but I bent those pretty bad. My bad. Hope it's not enchanted. But the way that Ravensburger likes to put Easter eggs in the flavor text, I thought for sure that was them saying, hey, guess what? Hades is up next, but does not appear so. But with that being said, I'm sure eventually he will be. And I am not in any way upset that Jafar is going to be the main character, because Jafar also a great Disney villain. He's a classic, of course, and so I'm very interested to see what they're going to do, and especially because we already have so many Jafar cards in print. It'll be really interesting to see how many more we get and what all they do, and the things that they may do as part of his deck, like the Illumineer's Quest, which, by the way, got something special coming with that very soon. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where that's going to go. I'm really interested to see where all of the sets that we've got announced are going. Really just, I'm kind of curious what all we're going to get. Another Wayward Sorcerer. And, ooh. I'm really curious, like, what all we're going to get in dual colors with our first look at those being an option in Arcasia's Island. Obviously, we've got a handful of them that have been revealed so far, but how many are we going to get in total? Come on. I'm struggling over here. Oh, and I'm not being careful enough with my cards. I'm getting entirely too excited. Need to watch what I'm doing before I give Rapunzel a haircut. And I have to cry. And I don't want to cry on camera. Nobody wants to cry on camera. It's not a good time for me. You guys might enjoy it. I don't know. You might think it's funny. But me personally, I don't want to do it. So, need to watch what I'm doing. Whoop. All right. So hopefully we got Last Bach. Can't speak. Can't do it. Never could. Never will. Last box magic. It feels really weird opening 3 boxes so quickly, but weird in a good way. You know, like I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I am very glad that we don't have our booster boxes set up this way, though, honestly. Especially only having the 6 cards per pack. I feel like I'll start to say something like while I'm opening one of them, and then all of a sudden something cool will come up, and then I have to stop. And I'm not good at picking back up where I left off whenever I was talking, so we got Aurora. Timon. So I'm sure there have probably been many trains of thought that I have started, got them leaving the station, and they never make it to their destination because the ADHD, it doesn't like the interruption. It really does not. But yeah, it's great seeing all of these old cards. You know, this is the second Maui that we've pulled. It's not the Maui that you hope for. Granted, I don't need that Maui. I have a playset of it in English, but I would really like to have one in Japanese now. And I love the way that Hook looks in Japanese. Just these Japanese foils, really. And I really wouldn't care so much about necessarily collecting the Japanese ones if the English foils looked this good, but they just don't. There's nothing else to say about it. The Japanese foils just look better, and if you think otherwise, you're wrong. That's just a fact. And we've got another legendary. Maleficent Dragon! Yes! This is another one that I needed for my collection. I am very happy about that one. Cannot say that I'm not, because I've been looking for her. I've been looking far and wide for her, and I really need to bite the bullet and finally buy my singles on TCG Player for her, which, by the way, if you didn't know already, I do have a TCG Player affiliate link, so if you are considering buying some singles and you want to support the channel, consider using that link. I would greatly appreciate it if you do. Helps out a lot. But yeah, I should have already just bit the bullet, bought the card, but I have not. I actually got to a card shop to play in a set champs this weekend just a few minutes too late, because somebody that got there just before me bought the last 3 Maleficent Dragons that they had, and guess how many I need? 3. So that would have been perfect for me to have bought them, but again, it's time for me to just bite the bullet, get on TCG Player, and buy them myself, because that is the best route to go, because believe me, you'll rip all of these open, and I shouldn't treat my cards this way. Doing bad. And you're still not going to get everything that you need. I'm not going to get everything that I need. I still need 3 more of these. I don't need those. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to pull 3 more of these. And I have to open an absurd amount. Honestly, I should be super lucky I pulled one of these in general, let alone a foil. But even with as much Azurite Sea as I've opened, ooh, another foil rare. Maleficent. I have not pulled a single enchanted from it. And matter of fact, I haven't even pulled every single card from that set. I had to make some trades to finish it off, and I'm still 1 or 2 cards shy of having a play set of everything from the set. So, and that's with me opening probably about 2 cases, which is significantly more expensive than if I would have just bought a play set of everything straight out of the gate. Ooh, that Dragonfire is really pretty. All of them are really pretty. I don't know what I'm talking about. Except for the, buying singles thing. It's definitely the best way to go. Also, kind of wondering how we're doing with our ratio here on the legendaries. So far, we've got 5 of them out of about 2.5 boxes, which... Alright, so after a minor technical difficulty, we are back. Apparently I ran out of storage to record, so had to take a break. Nothing happened in between other than me deleting some things just to free up some storage on the camera. And I don't recall exactly what I was saying beforehand. So, oh yeah, I think we're doing great on the legendaries so far. Would definitely take more. Not going to complain if we do. But yeah, not doing bad in that department. It's, honestly, that's pretty average for an English booster box. Actually above average, because we've got 2 foil legendaries. So it's very rare that you get 2 foil legendaries in an English booster box. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, there's no way I couldn't be happy with it, especially with the Rapunzel. Just pulling the Rapunzel in general is super awesome, but pulling the foil one, even better. And like I said, these Hades, they're definitely going to see some play, at least the non-foil one. The foil one, like I said, he may end up getting graded just so he can sit on a shelf. We're gonna look and see in a little bit more depth later, just to see if it's even worth trying to get him graded, because that may not be the case. But I would really like to see him in a slab. I really like slabbed cards, and I really like Hades, so having a Hades slab in Japanese foil would be super sweet. I would not be upset about that in the slightest. And I really want to get more of my cards graded, but unfortunately, whenever I went to go get them graded a couple of weeks ago, I was going to go through GameStop, and I mentioned that I was getting them graded, and honestly, I should have updated you guys on this sooner, but it's been kind of aggravating, and I haven't decided what exactly it is that I want to do. But whenever I went to GameStop to get them graded, I was informed that the location that I was going to get them graded at was closing. There's the other Maui we were looking for. And so I'd have to go to a different location to get them graded. Which, okay, whatever. A little aggravating, not a big deal. There's another one not too far from me. I went to that location that they said was able to do grading. And I get there, and it's actually where I picked up the first chapter packs that we opened the last time. But I got there, and I let them know that I wanted to grade some cards. And a little tink. Let them know that I wanted to grade some cards, and the guy told me to wait just a minute. He'd be right back, and then proceeded to inform me that he could not because his manager was not there, and I could only do things with grading on days that the manager was there, and I really didn't want to have to base my my schedule around that, so I decided not to for now. I probably should just do it anyway, but it was a little aggravating at the time. Another Maleficent. Ooh, first foil super rare. It's Mickey. Hopefully we've got some last pack magic in here because I would love to see that enchanted. I'm very happy with what we've pulled so far, just in general. But wouldn't an enchanted just be the icing on the cake? All right. Let's see. We got Aladdin. We got Mufasa. Hercules. Kronk. Another legendary. John Silver. And Elsa. Not the foil Elsa we would have liked to see. But you know what? I don't think that's too bad. We got 2 legendaries out of each one of these boxes, and we got 2 foil legendaries. You're not getting that in an English booster box. You're just not. And I mean, really, I don't feel like we got that many foil rares or super rares. We got the 1 foil super rare. But I don't. There's 1 foil rare. 2. Shuffle 3. Yeah, so we got 3 foil super rares. I said the wrong thing. We got 3 foil rare or better. Right? Or did we get 3 foil rares? I've already forgotten. So, I don't know. I'm very happy with it regardless. We got some very playable cards out of these, obviously. These 4 cards right here are super playable. We also got Tinkerbell. We got Maui. I know we have a B prep in here somewhere. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, there's a B prep. We also got a Let It Go that is in here somewhere. Where? Oh, where? There it is, the Let It Go. There's also the Maleficent. Yeah, we got a lot of playable cards. These are going to fill in many spots in my collection. I could not be happier with this opening. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.